In this video, we are talking about the number of solutions to an equation. So, in a typical equation, when you solve, you end up with an answer or a solution, such as x equals 4 or x equals negative 72. Anytime you have an answer, even x equals 0, you have exactly one solution. Okay? Because that solution is whatever that answer is that we come up with. However, sometimes we will end up with a solution that does not exist, or we'll end up with infinitely many solutions. So if we have infinitely many solutions, this is sometimes listed as all real solutions. Okay. That means that any number works for x. If we have no real solutions, no number will work for x. So, let's take a look at a couple examples. First of all, we have 7 times the quantity 2 plus 5v equals 3v plus 14. So I am going to follow my rules. I'm going to set this up to separate my two sides and distribute first. Okay? 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times positive 5v is 35v. And then on the right-hand side, I have 3v plus 14. Now I'm going to move all of my variables to one side because I don't have any like terms on the same side of my equation. So I'm going to move my 3v to the other side because 3 is smaller than 35. End up with 32v, and of course 14 is still over here. And I have 14 left on the right. Now I'm going to remove that 14 from both sides by subtracting because 14 is currently being added. And I get 32v equals 0. From here, I'm going to divide both sides by 32 because I want v to be alone. But 0 divided by anything is 0. So v is equal to 0. This means I have one solution. And that solution is 0. 0 is an actual solution and a valid answer. Okay? Next we have an example, 36 minus 7p is equal to negative 7p minus 5. So I'm going to distribute on the right here. I don't distribute on the left, so I'm just going to bring that down. And I have negative 7p and positive 35. Now you notice that we have negative 7p on both sides. That's going to come in handy in just a few minutes here. Because what happens is, I'm going to add 7p to both sides, right? And what happens is, those both go away. Because the opposite of negative 7p is positive 7p. So if I add it to one side and also to the other, that's going to just completely get eliminated. Not become 1p, but go away completely. Okay? So what I'm left with is 36 on the left and 35 on the right. Now, is it true that 36 is equal to 35? Definitely not. Because of that, we have no solutions. Okay, there's nothing I can plug in for p, in this case our variable is p, that is going to make this true because the p values are the same coefficient on both sides. So no solutions, you will notice, have the same coefficient once it's simplified. Okay, same coefficient when simplified. And different constants. Okay? We will know that's true every time if they have the same coefficient for the variable once you simplify and you have different constants. Okay? Or if the variable simply gets canceled out. Okay? Another example we have is negative 4 times v plus 3 and negative 12 minus 4v. Again, I'm going to distribute. I get negative 4v minus 12 equals negative 12 minus 4v. Now, if you look at this, you might notice that these are the same variable term and the same constant term, okay? So I'm going to just simplify this. If I add 4v to both sides, I end up with negative 12 equals negative 12. In this case, this is true, okay? This is accurate. Because that's accurate, I can put any number in for v and have this statement be true. I can put in 1, I could put in 12, I could put in negative 347.253. It does not matter what I plug in. I'm going to end up with the same thing because when I simplify my v's out, I'm going to still end up with negative 12 equals negative 12. Okay? So this is infinitely many solutions, or all real solutions. Now, what we're going to notice when we have all real solutions is we are going to see that we have the same variable term, so same coefficient, when simplified, of course, and same constant. All right, on your own paper, you have a couple of these to try. Make sure you give them a shot. Tell me how many solutions. And if there is a solution, what is it? Okay. And show Mrs. Jackson and do your best. Good luck. Have fun.